Yes, hello there. In this video we show you the odd machines that we have come across, assembly and how to take the trimmer heads off. So in general you have your three assembly options like you probably already know from your straight shaft assembly, bend shaft assembly. However, there's a couple odd machines that have been out there, and I'll just run you through a few of the examples now. If you do have any questions after, send us an email or contact us and we'll help you over the phone with special parts that we manufacture. Let's start off with the Shindiver straight shaft models. The Shindiver Home Pro is a straight shaft, but you would actually refer to assembly bend shaft, except they're left-hand threaded machines. So just look at the assembly bend shaft with no location flange on your machine and use these spacers. If you don't have them, ring up and we'll provide them to you. This one here is a T26, it's my own machine. The straight shaft and the original head comes off clockwise. Now often these days, these machines, they do have a little circlip here, which you want to remove. So remove that circlip and take the cover plate off. And often while you unscrew the original head, this double threaded stud actually comes out and stays in the head. This double-threaded stud is actually quite useful because if you don't have the bolt for the machine, you can use this double-threaded stud, like so. And now you can use a nut instead of a bolt. The location flange on the T23, T26 is always built into the machine. So the sure load would center just over this step up, and you put a washer and a nut on the inside. This spacer is sometimes required if this little spline here is a little bit too high. What you want to do, or use it anyway, it doesn't really hurt. Use a spacer, a washer and a nut, like so. That's all in your package. And tie that up as per straight shaft assembly. On the Home Pro 22, you will find there's no location flange, and we have these little spacers that you can put over, so ring up for a spacer if you need one. Unless it's been provided, it should actually be all in the kit. Good, so that's the Shindiver, that's aside. Moving on to one of the very few professional straight shaft machines that actually doesn't have a location flange. These are the Husqvarnas, the old models. Sometimes we come across them, they're 25, 30 years old and they're still working, really good machines. But when you strip them apart, take the original head off, again there's another cover plate that you have to lift up to come to here, and still there's no location flange. Now, we in the straight shaft kit provide you with this little ring here. And this little ring is actually designed specially for these machines. It could be a 22R, 25R, 32R. This location ring makes up for the space in between the spline and the recess on the sure load. So now the sure load will center over this, and on the inside all you do is use a washer and a nut, just as per straight shaft assembly, and you're in business. So that's for the old Husqvarna machines. Moving on to the only bend shaft machine that we've ever come across that has a 12mm shaft. We're talking about the Stihl FS36. The Stihl FS36 can be identified obviously by the model number, but also it's the only machine that we know that has a choke wheel on the back. So that choke wheel would identify it as a Stihl FS36. And what you want to do is you remove the original head, which looks something like this. Just unscrew that on the top, take it off. Ring us or send us an email. Let us know you have an FS36. We have special adapters for these machines. These adapters are too expensive to put in with every machine. The machines are rare, so ring us up, we post it out to you. All the parts are available from us. There's a little step up here. And that step up is the same as our normal location flange. The trimmer head will now center right over the step up. On the inside, again, a washer. Always use a washer, then use a nut or bolt. You can use our equipment, you can use the original equipment provided by a machine manufacturer that comes with the original supply. However, if you ever run into any turbulences with the fitting, just contact us and we'll send you the right parts. Now let's see, still FS36. Now we go on to an old Ryobi. In the bench shaft assembly we talk about just undoing the screw and taking the housing off. That works most of the times, but there is some really old machines. You kind of have to take the inner spool out, take all the gearing and everything out of here, and you find a circlip on the very bottom here, and that's why you can't pull the head off. So the way the Mower Shop guys showed me is you just split that retaining clip with a flathead screwdriver if you have a chisel. So just lean that onto the clip somewhere firm on the table or outside on the concrete, and just give it a good tap like so. This way you would split the retaining clip, and once the retaining clip is split, you can actually tap on the back of the head, and this will expose the hex drive. This hex drive is identically the same as the one on the newer Ryobi, where the housing is a bit smaller. Please follow assembly option number 2 now, where you use your spacer, the adapter, and then the trimmer head on the inside couple spacers, washer and a bolt, just as per assembly option number 2. Now, one other machine that we have is an Echo bench shaft machine. The Echo bench shaft machine looks very similar to this one here, and you find by the time you put the actual trimmer head on, there's not enough thread for a normal nut to grab, and that's why we make these special shafted nuts. So if you do have that situation that your trimmer head sits on here and the bolt is flush with the inner housing and you can't get hold, ring us up and we provide you with these little special nuts that you then can put inside of your trimmer head, and that will allow you to adapt this one particular machine as well. So in any case, if this hasn't solved your problem, please contact your supplier. Ideally for us is if you send us an email and send us a photo of what this looks like, and then we know straight away what parts you need, if you do need any special parts. Other than that, if you're watching this just before you buy your trimmer head, the fittings that we are supplying are actually covering probably more than 98% of all machines, and these are just the odd ones, and we fit them still. Just contact us and we'll help you out. Thank you very much.